Hello, I am Manny Soda, and this video is all about my biased prediction for Group E of the 2022 World Cup that is going to be taken in from November to December this year. Not much to it. Video is going to follow the same pattern, as past videos. I'm going to talk about each country first individually, and then afterwards I'm going to be doing my predictions. So let's meet the teams. This group is filled with European region representative Spain, North America region representative Costa Rica, European region representative Germany, and Asia region representative Japan. Yet another group where most predictions are certain that it will be Spain and Germany to go through the group stage. But who knows? Let's see. Spain are looking strong and are, in many predictions, a contender to win this World Cup. Spain were in Group B for their qualifiers alongside Sweden, Greece, Georgia, and Kosovo. They got a double win against Kosovo and Georgia. They got a win and a draw against Greece, and they got a win and a loss to Sweden. At the Euro 2020, they went all the way to the semifinals where they lost to eventual winners Italy via penalty shootouts. Many believe that Spain is on the rise after being a national team on the low, and it does feel like that. However, sometimes it doesn't. Though they did make it to the semifinals in the Euro 2020, they tied both Sweden and Poland in the group, entering the final match in a must-win situation to qualify without thinking about ending in best third. They did win 5-0, which then had people saying, okay, Spain woke up, but it shouldn't be that way. Spain has in recent tournament performance found themselves reacting too late instead of taking the initiative. In the 2016 Euro, they ended under Croatia in their group and getting knocked out by Italy in the round of 16. In the 2018 World Cup, they ended first in the group, but only because of the goals in favor rule. They had to tie Morocco, that was about 9 minutes away from beating them. They subsequently got eliminated by Russia via penalty shootouts in the knockout stages. My point is Spain has to be awakened from the beginning of the tournament if they are to be actual contenders of the World Cup. Fun fact about Spain, they are tied with England in being the only two teams that have been to a World Cup final once and ending up winning it, giving them and England a 100% success rate at a World Cup final. The question for Spain, will they perform from the first whistle of the first match all the way to the end, or will Spain's reactions be too little, too late? Los Ticos achieved their qualifying process to the World Cup. They began at the third round of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers alongside Canada, USA, Mexico, Panama, El Salvador, Jamaica, y Honduras. They got a double win over El Salvador, won and tied Honduras, Jamaica, and Panama, won and lost to Canada and USA. Finally, they lost and tied to Mexico. Costa Rica ended in 4th place and would have to play the Intercontinental Playoff for a spot at the World Cup against New Zealand. Costa Rica was able to win with a simple 1-0 to be the 32nd and last team to qualify to the World Cup. Now, Costa Rica's issues come with their intensity. Costa Rica was struggling in the initial qualifiers, so much that they were out of qualifying spots and battling Panama for the 4th place or 3rd place spot. They managed to wake up in the later qualifiers, but their game against New Zealand really showed their game plan. They scored in the first 10 minutes and then defended the 1-0 lead. New Zealand had many possibilities to tie, making even the followers question the decision to do so. If this is their game plan, it worked, but facing against teams that are more attacking focused and yet balanced will unravel Costa Rica's hope. Fun fact about Costa Rica. This is Costa Rica's second time ever in an intercontinental playoff. They lost the first time against Uruguay for the 2010 World Cup. So the question for Costa Rica, will Costa Rica's game style be what helps them through, or will it fall short against their opponents? After a disappointing 2018 World Cup, Germany has qualified to this year's World Cup in hopes to redeem themselves. Germany started their qualifying process in Group J with North Macedonia, Romania, Armenia, Iceland, and Liechtenstein. They ended up on top of the group with 27 points and a 9-point difference between them and second place, which was North Macedonia. All away matches, they won, scoring 4 goals in 3 of the 5 away matches. At home, they scored 6-0 and a 9-0 victory against Armenia and Liechtenstein, respectively. Everything seems to indicate that the old Germany was back, if it wasn't for some fumbles. The 2018 World Cup was a bad showing, losing to Mexico and South Korea while beating Sweden, somehow. In their qualification process, their only loss was against North Macedonia, and it was at Germany. At the Euro 2020, they qualified second because they beat Portugal, giving them the head-to-head rule. But they lost to France by own goal, but tied against Hungary 2-2, where they were trailing both times. They then were eliminated by the tournament's runners-up, England, with a 2-0 score. Germany has been able to stay on top of things, which is good. However, if struggling against top contenders continue to be a problem, Germany's World Cup championship opportunities will be over before the final matches. Fun fact about Germany: the 2014 World Cup Championship is the only time they have won it as a complete Germany. The other 3 times it was won by West Germany, whereas East Germany only qualified to 1 World Cup out of a possible 10 tournaments when Germany was split into 2. So the question for Germany: can Germany improve their game style to be considered serious contenders, or will Germany hopes fall short once more? Japan. I know a little bit. Nihon. I think that's Japan. Hajimemashite. Mani-san toimasu. I'm practicing, okay? I'm practicing. I promise you, I'm practicing Duolingo. Please don't come for my family. Japan began their quest for a World Cup ticket in the second round of the AFC qualification process. They were placed in Group F alongside Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, and Myanmar. Japan wiped the group with a complete double win over the competition. For their 4 home games, the lowest goals they scored was 4. The highest was 10. For their 4 away games, the lowest they scored was 2. The highest, 14. They only conceded 2 goals and scored 46. Japan then went on to the third round. They were placed in Group B alongside Saudi Arabia, Australia, Oman, China, and Vietnam. They won a double win over Vietnam and Oman, a win and a draw against China and Australia, and finally, a win and a loss against Saudi Arabia. Even by ending in second place, Japan show a strong showing. They have also qualified 7 times in a row, including this year's World Cup, making them a strong Asia representative at the World Cup. However, Japan's downfall could be, much like England, themselves. Japan has what it takes to make this World Cup a good one. They were runner-up in the 2019 Asian Cup, marking a good performances after getting the 9 points in their groups against Uzbekistan, Oman, and Turkmenistan. In the knockout round, they beat Saudi Arabia, Vietnam, and Iran to reach the final. They lost against Qatar in a tough match, and much like this match, the similarities of how and why Japan lost seem to seep in once again. The only thing that could start a tumbling effect is doubting their own capabilities. Last World Cup in 2018, Japan was seconds away from eliminating Belgium in the round of 16. They were up 2-1 around the 70th minute when Belgium tied. Japan held on as well as they could, but a last-minute counterattack ended up giving Belgium the 3-2 victory. Belgium took the game in the end, but Japan can use this as an example to themselves of what is possible. When it comes to what Asian team representative can have a great World Cup, Japan's squad is the most favorite. However, they have a tough task ahead of them in this group. Fun fact about Japan. Japan, alongside South Korea, was a part of being the first Asian team to host a World Cup back in 2002. As of this video date release, that World Cup is still the only one to have two countries play as hosts. Question for Japan. Will they find a way to finish off what they started, or will Japan be just another team at the World Cup? Alright, those are the facts. It is prediction time. Let's see how this goes. And remember, this is for fun. No fighting. I will fight you, but no fighting. Japan versus Germany. They haven't faced off since 2006 in a friendly when they tied 1-1. Here is where I might have people fight me, but remember, no fighting. I am predicting that this game will end in a 1-1 draw. Germany will dominate the match and Japan will have that one great opportunity. Spain versus Costa Rica. The last time these two faced was in a friendly in 2017 when Spain whooped Costa Rica 5-0. If what we are seeing is anything to go by, I'm saying Spain will get the win with a 2-0 score. So after the first round, this is how I am predicting the group to look like. Japan versus Costa Rica. Last time they played, it was a friendly in 2018. Japan won 3-0. This time around, I'm thinking it will be closer. A 2-1 score in favor of Japan is what I'm thinking will happen. Spain versus Germany. Oof, what a match this could be. I say could be because we have all seen matches where two big clubs play against each other, looks delicious on paper, but then the real match was a dud. They have faced 4 times at the World Cup. Germany has a 2-1-1 over Spain. And I'm predicting Spain will get a 2-1 win this time around. I'm saying this because the last time they faced was in the UEFA Nations League, and they drew one match, but then Spain trashed Germany 6-0 in the other match, so it's the World Cup, slight victory. So after the second round, this is how I am predicting the group to look like. Japan versus Spain. These two haven't faced off since 2001. Spain won 1-0. However, after what I said about Spain and Japan respectively, I am predicting a 1-1 draw between these two countries. Spain has had these issues before, so 'tis a tie. Costa Rica versus Germany. They have only faced each other one other time, back in the 2006 World Cup opener when Germany won 4-2. And I'm predicting a 1-0 win for Germany in this matchup. After the third round, this is how I am predicting the group to end up and have Spain and Japan for the first two teams to qualify to the knockout rounds. Well, that was something. My prediction video for Group E will not be swayed. Agree, disagree, or you can say I don't care. Be happy. Ultimately, the players on the pitch will make the final decisions for all of us. Make your own predictions. Cite me in your video as that crazy dude that thinks so-and-so is gonna happen. For all we know, we all end up wrong. Or right. I don't know how that could work, but it could happen. This is the end of the video. Make sure to keep watching your favorite sport. Be happy, be good, stay healthy, and God bless.